Today we are day 211, and I wanted to come on because after looking at my schedule for the month of September, I have good news. Well, good news for me because this is like a dream come true. Something I've been wanting to do so long in my business, like getting to this point of like, I'm basically fully booked. So this live is all about business updates. I am going to share with you the nitty-gritty detail of where we are going forward with my business. And so if you desire to work with me now or in the future, listen up. I'm going to go through like my services, and I'm going to tell you what has been on pause and what is going to be limited. And I'm going to be updating my calendars tonight. And I'm going to make it all in like one place. And then that way, if there's something you want to go ahead and book, you can go ahead and book. So currently what I'm offering my business in this very moment in time is I have the money program. I have my one-to-one coaching, which that could be like inner child healing, shadow work, manifestations, energetics, and yeah, limiting beliefs, like all that in combination. And then I also do human design readings and intuitive card readings, so tarot and oracle. And then I also have these other sessions I do called Create Magic, which is a blend of, we pull tarot cards, then we do a little bit like of quick coaching sessions, so like where I guide you. And then after that, we finish it off with a meditation based on what came up in the session. So a meditation could be like inner child, it could be tapping into your higher self, it could be manifestation, it could be I think once I did with one client, we did like setting boundaries, so we really like straightened her aura to set boundaries. And so yeah, so those are my offers. September is crazy. Not only am I starting the money program, and I actually have like one more additional person join the money program, but I also have my parents visiting. I am also doing swimming lessons. I started swimming lessons again, just for September and October. And I'm still the caretaker here on the property. And based on my schedule, I'm getting to a point where I'm capped out. And so I know myself as a projector can't take on too much, even though like there's this part of me that wants to be a generator and be like, let's go, because it's so exciting. And, but I know that I'm going to like kick myself in the ass if I overbook. And I am really good at time management and scheduling. And I have a very good concept of like my time and all that. So the updates, basically what the updates, this is huge for me. One-to-one coaching is officially closed for the month of September. I'm not taking on any one-to-one clients for September at all. No. I will resume. I will start opening things up, like I would say about mid-October to November for one-to-one coaching. So if you do desire one-to-one coaching with me, if you love to work with me, inner child healing, shadow work, like all that deep shit, we are going into Scorpio season in November. So I'm your girl. I'm a Scorpio. I can hold space for you. Or like human design embodiment, any of that, like, the deconditioning and really going deep into, healing your own shit. If this is something that you're ready to go deep with me, it's no joke. Like I go deep with you and I hold space for you for all that. And trust me, it's worth it. Like I've done all the inner healing and I wouldn't be here without it. Like I wouldn't be where I'm at today without all that healing I've done. And it is definitely life-changing. Anybody you ask who's done any sort of inner healing, like shadow work and all that, will tell you the same thing. Like, yes, it's heavy while you're in it. But while you're in it, even though it's heavy, if you have like a support, whether you would love to hire me as a coach or, like support of your friends, of other people around you, it really, really helps. So if you desire to have one-to-one coaching with me, there's something you see and you're like, Julie, I love your energy. I love your vibe. I want to work with you. send me a message, and then that way we can like start booking. But the sessions probably won't start till mid-October, November time, just because of what I have scheduled right now. So coaching closed for September. Money program, where I'm at. Okay, so initially I had left it like initially I had put a number, and then I decided, you know what, I'm just going to leave it open in the air, and I'm going to trust whoever's meant to come in will come in. So now we are at 5 people. And looking at my schedule, I'm like, okay, it's getting a lot, just because I will be doing a lot of work behind the scenes before each session for each person, because it is a very personalized money program, taking into account human design, gene keys, and people's birth charts. So super specific. And so taking into consideration all of that and all of the work I'm doing behind the scenes, now having 5 people in, I'm realizing I'm going to allow only one more person in. So if you have been like watching me, like even whether you are new in my world, or if you've like been watching me like for a while, all summer, I've been talking a lot about money stuff, like in my stories, even in my IG live videos. Like if you want to go on my YouTube, you can go and like check all the categories of like everything I talk about. You could go there, and if you're like, yeah, Julie, I want to change my money relationship. I'm ready. Like, let's go. I want in on this program. Send me a message. We're starting second week of September. So September 12th, that week. And I'm only taking one more person. So that's it. Now, intuitive card readings, human design readings, and the Create Magic sessions. These are all one-offs. And they are super fun, and I don't want to remove them. And so what I am going to do is I'm going to open only a few spots for the month of September and a few spots for the month of October. I'm going to start with September, like in the beginning. So I will be posting that in my stories, and like either today, tomorrow, or Sunday, like at some point this weekend. And I'm going to share like how many spots am I opening up for this month for intuitive card reading, human design readings, and Create Magic sessions. It is going to be very limited, so there might be like maybe like 2 or 3 each, like, or maybe like a total of 5, like between all of them, and then depending on like who books what. And it's going to be like, I'm going to do it under the same like type of schedule. So, yeah, and I'm going to cap it off the minute I have that amount. Yeah, because I only have so much time in September, and yeah, so really I haven't decided how much. I'm still going to look at my schedule, still going to look at like what can I take on, but it's going to be very limited, like, just because like, well, probably more intuitive card readings will be available than human design readings, as intuitive card readings I just show up, whereas human design I still need to do a little bit of work behind the scenes and prepare for it. So yeah, there might be a little bit less availability for human design readings for the month of September, and more intuitive card readings. So that's that. I'm like excited because I've never had this in my business. Like, to me, this is huge. It's the first time I'm like looking at my calendar and I'm like, holy shit, I got things booked, and I don't have that much space. And so I need to create boundaries and like make sure that I'm still taking care of myself and making sure that I'm getting my downtime and my rest and all that, especially September, since my parents are coming to visit. It's going to be a whole big month. But then it'll like simmer down in October, November, and also like, yeah, things will quiet down then, which will create more space for me to take on one-to-one clients, more space for intuitive card readings, human design readings. But then who knows what's going to also come up and what's going to happen then. So right now I'm only focusing on September. So to recap, is one-to-one coaching is closed for September. One person left, one space open for the money program. There is going to be just a handful of intuitive card readings and human design and Create Magic sessions, like just a handful, probably like 2 or 3 each for the month, like maybe even less. Just because this month is like really, I'm capped out. And then I will definitely do a recap in October and look at my October month and see what's available then. If you do desire one-to-one coaching with me, I will reopen some spots for mid-October to mid-October, November, like beginning of November. So let me know if that is something you're interested. Cool. Yeah, my nose is really itchy today. Okay. So yeah. And I just love it. Like, my to-do list is big and I got so much to do and I'm like, hee hee. Reason I'm so excited, so because of all this, is like I started my coaching business 5 years ago. Like, that is when I did my coaching certification. Obviously, since then, I've really changed my ideal client. I've changed like what I've been wanting to do. Like, at one point it was travel coaching, like when I first started, and then that didn't feel right anymore. And then I went into and then I was like, oh, like just general life coaching, but I didn't know what to specifically focus on. And then at one point I went into like time management coaching, but then that didn't work out. I felt like I was like forcing way too much and it was just not coming through. And then finally when I moved to Tofino, like 2 years ago, after kind of in the midst of my spiritual journey, finally got clarity of like more of like that spiritual life coach, focusing on inner child healing, human design, shadow work, but then also as now I've been diving more deeper and deeper into myself, like the money, energetics, manifestation. Hello, I've like manifested a place with free rent because I was like, wow, you know what? I'm the creator of my own reality. And like at that time when I was looking for a place to live, I had no money in my bank account. So how can I make this mine? I'm like, if I'm struggling manifesting a shitload of money, I'm like, well, then maybe I'll manifest free rent. And so that's what I did. And the place I live has free rent. And I get paid to be a caretaker on top of that. So fast forward to today, after, years of trying to figure this thing out, of like running a business, learning, launching shit, failing, like things like so many times. I mean, like the amount of times I've like launched programs and like nobody signed up and like getting, very down about it and being like, why doesn't anybody want to work with me? Yada, yada. Like, it's been a journey. And it's been a journey. There's been many times I wanted to throw the towel. There's been many times I've been bitter and frustrated and being like, is this all even worth it? Like, it's definitely been something. It's been something. And I have to say, I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about who I am. And, now looking back, like, it all led to this point. And you know what? This money program would have not been ready before this. I would have not been ready before this. And I would have not been ready before this to take on the volume I'm taking on of, on my plate. So everything was meant to unfold the way it unfolded, even though during those times I was frustrated and bitter and like, it did suck. Like, nobody wanted to work with me, but now I'm here, and this is why it's such a big deal for me to like actually have 5 people in the program. Like, what the actual fuck? Like, I'm still like, I can't process that. Yeah, it's like I'm like in this like amazing place right now, and I'm just so happy, and I'm happy, and I'm excited for all the clients that are in this money program because they are all amazing humans, and I love them all so much. They're actually like all my friends. And that's what's like making it so amazing. It's like, it's people that are in alignment, and it's people that I love. And so, yeah. So there's space for still one more person to join on that money program. I know I'm trying to manifest a dude in there, because right now I got 5 girls, and I'm like, I would like to have a dude. I want to coach a dude. I want to know what it's like to coach a dude. So if you are a dude and you're watching this video and you're just like, yeah, you know what, I could change my money relationship, I'm like, let me know, because that's what I'm trying to bring in. I want to, I guess, understand the dynamic of coaching because this is a beta program. So I'm like, if I could understand the dynamic of like what it's like to coach someone from the opposite sex, because it is different. Men process things a little bit different than women. If you want to be my guinea pig, let me know. Okay, so I just like kind of rambled up, but like must be like the excitement, yeah, my own like dopamine, like okay. And also projector feeling in success. This is what it feels like. So hey, okay, cool. I'll speak to you all tomorrow for day 212.